what I am doing. So this is day 9, and what we're going to look at is button to go to block. All right, I'm going to add that. So here we are. This is day 9, and we're going to do a button to go to a different part of a page. All right, really, really simple, but very useful. So I'm going to jump in. I'm going to get rid of that. Do we need it? I'll stick it up there. All right. So we're back in our plumbing web site, that we set up the other day, and we're just having a look at this. So what I want to show you is, if I just move that fella out of the way so I can see what's going on the screen. That's better. Makes it a bit better for me. A bit easier. All right. And then I'll put that fella over there. All right. So we're getting ourselves set up here. Sorry about that. But it is live. It's 9 days. I'm doing it. I've not had any chocolate. It's all right. It's easy because I'm not going out. But anyway, in a web page can be made up of blocks. And if you click on the left-hand side, you can see that you've got blocks here. Okay. And there are some pre-designed ones. And what are they? They are chunks of a website. So say on the page we wanted something between this professional plumbing services in the Bay Area and our services. Okay, I could scroll down here and, I don't know, say you wanted that block. You'll be able to drag it in and it will be able to find certain spaces where a block will sit. And hopefully that's gone in the right bit. No. It went below it. Whoops. Never mind. Because what you can do is you can then move. You can click an arrow and it goes up. Did you see that? Over here on the right hand side, if you put a block in and it goes to the wrong place, you've got up arrows and down arrows and it just moves the whole block. And then you're not forever dragging it, trying to find a way in. So that's a really useful thing to do. Okay, what does this mean? Well, we've got all these blocks here. And do you remember we set this up so the Get My Freebie was sent you off to the email autoresponder, the opt-in, didn't it? What I want to do is I want to add another button. So I'm going to come over here on the left to Elements, and I'm going to scroll down to where you get buttons, okay? And I'm going to just drag one in. I don't know where you can put it. I don't know. Let's see if we can put it there. It's popped it in somewhere there. Let's have a look at what it looks like as we put a button in. Yeah, it's there. I'm not too bothered about how it looks at the moment, but we can just do a little bit of smartening up. I'll make it a bit bigger so that here we go. If I make the actual word bigger, the button gets bigger. Okay, that's good. I quite like that. The background to it is grey, so it's a bit hard to see. So I'll just put it in yellow so that we can see it. And I can, on the text side of things, I'm going to change that to black so the writing's a little easier to read as well. Black on yellow there. All right. That's kind of the button that I've done. But what do I want it to do? Well, let's have a look remind ourselves of the options that the button can do. Because you might just have a one-page website, but it might be quite a long page, and we know what people are like. They don't scroll down, do they? I don't, you don't, nobody does. Okay, so maybe the button, if the button is fairly visible up here, let's say we wanted to, what's at the bottom of this website? Oh, there we are. Let's say we wanted to send them to the telephone number. Yeah, so it might be on the button. We go in, we configure it, and we would say something like call now. Okay, so you could do that, and we could update it. And what happens there? The button text has just changed to call now. Okay, so that's all right. That's not too bad. We might want to have a look at the layout of this and the spacing and the sizing. I'll come back and do that another day. But let's go to the configure, because this is where I want to really sort of show the power of this. Okay, so up here, up here, above my head, we're in the configuration bit, okay? And this is the link to is always what happens when you press the button. And I've always said don't put none because it makes it seem like it's broken, and that really annoys people and they leave. We had the option of a page, and on here we can, because it's a website, we've got lots of other pages and we could send them off there, but we don't want to send them to another page on the website this time. We want to send them to a block. Yesterday's day 8 was the URL, and that was the opt-in URL. This one I want to send you to the block. Now we got to think to ourselves, okay, what's a block? Well, I've just shown you, I've dropped a block in. This image here, this was a block. Okay, this image here at the top is a block. How do you know? Because if you kind of click somewhere near to this kind of the outside perimeter, down on the bottom. So if you look kind of, I can't show you. Hold on. Let me slide across. Alrighty. Okay, so right there, can you see that? I feel like I'm looking over my shoulder. Can you see down at the bottom? It says body and block. All right, that tells you you're in a block. Okay, if you click on a button, then that thing at the bottom goes body, block, container, stylable element, container, button. And if I clicked in here, it's stylable element, container, text. So it's telling you where you are on the website. All these things, if you can imagine, they all sit on top of each other. It's which bit are you in when you're doing this. So as I say, if you go to the kind of the outside bit, just click on it. You typically get the block bit. Okay, so that's a block, and you can see the red line. Hopefully you can see it goes kind of around this dark picture here, and that's kind of a block. And on this one that we put in, if we click somewhere around the outside, you get body, block, and this is that particular block. Okay, what we want to do is we want to go all the way, send everyone down here to where the phone numbers are. And you'll have done this on websites. You'll have pressed on a button and it'll have jumped to another part of the website. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back into this button and edit it, go back to the configure, over here link to block, and then you can select it. Now there's loads of them, and I didn't build it, and I don't know what they're called, and this is block 12 or block 13. I'm going to guess at block 12 because I don't know. And I'm going to save that as well. Okay, and I'm going to publish it. So click on the publish. So behind me, where it'll appear here, I think when it's published, we'll get the little green confirmation box. Come on. There we go. It's published. And then I'm going to jump into the page. Okay, just to test these things. And look, there's our button that we created. Now, if I press on it, look at that. That's a lucky guess, isn't it? I kind of guessed that this might be block 12. Now, I don't know how you can... I'll find out and do that on another day. But what it did was, let's go back to the top. So instead of scrolling, I mean, I would always say, if you've got a phone number, make sure it's here anyway, so people can see it, so they don't need to press that button. But let's say you didn't, and you just had a button. When you click on it, boom, it jumps straight down to the bottom of the page, and there are your phone numbers. So that's how you would make a button jump to another part of the same page. And it can be really useful, because let's look at it. Is someone going to keep scrolling and they go, where's the phone number? Where's the phone number? Oh, forget it. Can't be bothered. And what you find is they just pull up short of doing whatever you want them to do. Okay, so it's a great way of having a single page website with lots of buttons that you can jump around so that people can do it. You could do just the same thing here. Instead of call now, it could be our services or something like that, because that way you're not getting people to scroll, you're getting people to jump straight to the bit that they want. And in sort of more advanced techniques on websites, what you can do is you can track who presses what button. And you can even put this onto Facebook and have Facebook do this. And behind each button, you can get a little bit of pixel code and make a bit of magic there to see what happens. And that gets fed into Facebook as well. So that's another clever thing. But there you go. That's how to add a button and make it jump to another part of the same page, as opposed to a button that sends you to a completely different page, or off to an opt-in, or off to another website, or off to something else entirely. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that. My name's Nigel T. Best, and what I'm going to do is, very quickly, because I'm conscious of the fact that I don't do it, I'm going to put on, just in case you're watching this, I'm going to put on the link, because I realized that some people might not have it. So I'm going to put that one on. Boom. Right there in the middle. And that's where you can get yourself a free account for GrooveFunnels and play along. So hopefully that's all right. Oh, look, hey. Love the capabilities that are offered on Groove, as well as how you make it all so easy to understand, Nigel. Thank you. Oh, Landy A. Coleman. What a great name, first of all. But thank you very much. I've been noticing you've actually been watching every single video. So that is so very kind of you. There's the 12 minutes. Gosh, I was coming on to do a 2-minute video. I really need to put a sock in it. But in case you were wondering, still a bit of Super Groove Man in there, hey. I think I can show this on screen. I don't know if this is actually showing on screen. Where's the comments? There. Click to view all 4 comments. Well, I don't know. I pressed something wrong. I'll have to find out about that. And hopefully it came up. But Landy, thank you very much for your comments. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying it. And I hope you're putting it to good use. All right. Okay. We'll see you again on day 10. Day 10 tomorrow. Woo-hoo-hoo. Right. Let's finish. Where's that button?